Woo! What the hell's up, everybody? Paul Riley here with Patriot Shit Outfitters. Stopping by the Hendrixson Cemetery today. For anybody that follows me, a couple years ago, you know we had to go on a little crusade to help make sure that this cemetery was properly mowed and maintained because the township had went broke and wasn't doing it. Well, they got their act together. Go ahead and undo that, boy. They got their act together and finally started getting this place mowed and all, but they didn't bother to take the time to come out and replace the flags on the veterans' graves. Most of these veterans are like Civil War era veterans that are buried here. And so I brought the boy out today, and we're going to go out here and we're going to learn him up right on how to be respectful and how to do the right thing. Straighten those holders up where they've been hit with the mower. Just go ahead and straighten it up. Stick you a new flag in there. And American flags don't go on the ground. Pick that up and put it in your pocket.
Sorry.
I know it's just a flag on a stick, but it's the principle behind it. Ah, much better. Much better. For Sergeant Fisher, 103rd Ohio Infantry. Gets a new flag. Let's see here. Reuben Wilson, 175th Ohio Infantry. Gets a new flag. There's one over here too, son. Hiding underneath this tree. This stone is so faded out that I can't even read it. But I bet it's from the Ohio Infantry. Good job, son.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down here and get these down here. There's quite a few of them in here. I want to say there's like 18 or 21, something like that, veterans buried in this cemetery, or at least that have been recognized as veterans. There might be more than that, but here, give me one. You go up there and get that one. Give me two of them. I'll go over here and get these two. Yeah, but I figure, you know, you don't have to go to rallies and you don't have to go to protest to take part in doing the right thing. You just don't. You don't have to do those things. That stone's so faded out I can't read it either. Here's another one. So faded out you can't read them. Been here for a long, long time. And they don't get the proper love that they need anymore because they have no family left. All these gentlemen that have fought and served our country, their families have long since died off. And I can't really read that one. Something Russell, looks like it was a cavalryman. All right, son, let's head on back here and put in some new ones. Right over here, looks like there's, 4 or 5 of them right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep,
You know, but it doesn't always have to be rallies and stuff like that to do patriot shit. Now, and the best way to teach these youngins respect for those that have come before us is just get them out here and get them doing it. Oh, this one is gonna fight me. I'm sorry, I know these flags ain't supposed to be on the ground, but I've only got one hand to work with. Here, son, can you pull that out of there? Thank you. It's hard to do with just one hand. Come on now, get down in there. So, here's one. 1st Ohio Cavalry. Thos Young. Here, get that out of there. I only got the one hand to work with. That's the 11th Ohio Cavalry. Stratton, W.M. Stratton. New flag for you, sir. We appreciate the sacrifices that you made to bring this great nation to be. Thank you very much. What in the world is going on here? There we go. Finger had hit the wrong button. There's that boy over there doing what's right. Loving it. I don't know any better way of teaching them than to just get them out here and get them doing it. What y'all think? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments on how you feel about what we're doing here today. This is just a small cemetery in Brown County that's been forgotten. If it wasn't for me raising a stink, it wouldn't even be getting mowed. How many more flags we got left, son? We got 5 of them, you say? Well, I know we need one back here for Higgins. I'll show you the stone that inspired me to start doing this stuff. It looks like Higgins actually has some family that comes in here and visits the grave from time to time. A.F. Higgins, private, 4th Independent Company, Ohio Volunteer Cavalry. The Ohio Volunteer Cavalry. You would think that has to be Civil War, wouldn't you think? Born 1833 and passed in 1904. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is absolutely Civil War veteran. You get one right here. Yeah, it's had somebody come and visit it. Makes me wonder why they didn't bring a fresh flag. Looks like the mowers have hit it. See how it's twisted? Somebody in here, the crew that they got in here mowing them have been hitting stones and twisting them. But it is what it is, you know. At least they're getting mowed. At least it ain't overgrown like it was when I first came out here. 2 years ago, there was weeds knee-high in this cemetery. You couldn't even see the stones. Some of the stones had been completely buried. Let's see here. FM Hall. It doesn't have any military reference on the stone, but there's a marker here for military, so we're going to go ahead and give them a new flag too. There's a couple more up here, son. That one's new. See, looks like we got one right here. Whoa. George McGehee. New flag for you, son. Mexican War veteran. Volunteered. Wow. 1829 to 1918. I hope he had a good life. We got a new flag for you. There's one right there. And then I think we got that one right there. Might be our last one. No military information on this stone. But he was born in 1827 and passed in 1908. New flag for you, sir. And then the last one right there, let's see, who is this? Bingman? Something, I can't pronounce it. 700 Ohio Infantry. Or 70th Ohio Infantry, my bad. New flag for you, sir.
That was the last one.
All right, I think that's the last of them. Like I said, it's a small cemetery. Not a lot of folks buried here. But there's a lot of old veterans' graves here that don't get taken care of properly anymore. Close this, lock this gate when you come out, son. And, you know, this boy I got with me here is an amazing young man. He's a hard worker. Got his head on straight, critical thinker. Thinks for himself most of the time. And I just feel like it's a really important thing to bring these boys out here and learn about stuff like this. So when guys like me are gone, there will still be someone out here taking care of these people and not forgetting about them. Because if we're going to keep our dead, they have to be cared for. Am I wrong? I mean, if we're going to keep our dead, they have to be cared for. You know, if we're not going to cremate them and spread their ashes back to the earth, if we're going to keep them in a grave site, then they have to be cared for. Otherwise, what's the point? You're welcome, Stephen. Yes, they are. They sure are. I'm not going to read that whole comment out loud. I'm sure other people will be able to see it. But, this shit's important to me, and I hope that it's important to my kids. And I hope that when I'm dead and gone, that there'll still be people out here doing these kind of things, making sure that these people's souls and hearts are not forgotten. The sacrifices that they made to make this nation as great as it is won't be in vain, that they'll be remembered. All right. So that's what I've got for you right now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and bounce off of here. And remember, doing Patriot shit doesn't have to just be rallies and protests. There's a lot of different ways that you can take part in making America just a little bit better. Many, many different ways. It doesn't have to just be a social justice warrior. There's a lot of different aspects, a lot of things that you can do and put the label doing Patriot shit on it. And this is just one of them. So, thanks everybody for watching. If you agree, let me know what you think. If you disagree, let me know what you think. Hit the share button. We're trying to build something here. There's a potential release of a new podcast that I'm going to be doing coming. Potentially August or September-ish. I'm not sure. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But we got to get the studio set up and do some practice runs to make sure that we've got everything working right before we take it live. And this is something for everyone to be looking forward to. If you appreciate my opinion and my views on things, you're about to be hearing a lot more of it. So, peace out.